Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you how to transfer a snake plant from a small to a larger pot.
You just cut and decide what is the agreement. Just look at this is a video. That's alright. Do you think so?
Yeah, Mommy.
Also think so. That's okay.
You could have just put the white ones.
One, add more ones.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah, Mommy.
So that's all we have. Let me just water it one last time.
Hello people, welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like our videos, as well as comment and share with your friends. So in today's video, we are going to show you how we grow lots of vegetables in a small garden right here in the city. So for your information, recently we moved into a new space, and I realized that between us and the neighbor there is some space that I could use to grow veggies. So I took advantage and said, why not? So in today's video, I'll show you how I managed to harvest up to 10 kgs of kale, spinach, and black nightshade or managu in a piece of garden measuring 3 by 5 meters. So straight away, let's see. I managed to get some spring onions and some kale suckers from my previous vegetables that I started with, and I'm going to show you how I plant them and how I am able to get all that. So first of all, I make holes like you can see. These holes is where I'll be putting the spring onions and the kales. You can see I was working on very wet clay. Where I live is a bit of a dry place, but currently we are experiencing El Nino rains. And because of the El Nino rains, the ground is very, very wet and sticky and very difficult to work on. So look, I realized I also have like 3 or 4 plants of tomatoes, and I realized that this nice kale just grew under the tomato, and I'm not willing to uproot any of them. So I'll just support the tomato with a prop to help it fruit well. It's already starting to fruit, so that I'm able to harvest the kale as well as the tomatoes in the same place. Lovely and very relaxing, don't you think? So in the second step, I'm dividing the spring onions. These ones I just got them from Githurai market yesterday, and they were very cheap. It only costed me like 30 shillings to get all that. So I'm going to divide them and then distribute them to the holes, and then I'm going to plant them afterwards. You know guys, for our own food security and to ensure that you are able to get organic food, I just want to encourage you, make sure you are growing something, whether it's in a garden, whether it's in a farm, or you can as well grow in your garden. I also would like to learn more about vertical gardens. If you know anything about vertical gardens, please share with me in the comments so that I can also start my own vertical garden. You see, this space is just between 2 walls. It's meant to be like a place for utilities, but it's not being used. So I'm just taking advantage to use this space so that at least I get organic veggies very near and very easily around my home. And the mud was just too much, and I just realized I needed to have gumboots on. So that is now a thing on my budget. So for spring onions, I'll just place them in the holes that I made earlier, and then I just support them with the soil and make sure they are very, very firm. And then that's good. I would also cut off the leaves, the older leaves, so that they don't utilize much of the water from the soil as the onion develops roots to start growing new leaves. So as you can see, this is an old spring onion that I planted about 3 weeks ago or a month, and it's looking so beautiful. It's already developing, and that was the motivation behind adding more spring onions to the farm. So going forward, all the recipes that I'll be doing with spring onions, I'll just harvest from my own garden and I won't need to buy. What do you think about that? So once done with the spring onions, I embarked on now planting the kale seedlings, or rather suckers. I'm not sure if suckers is the right word that applies to kales, but you can see I got them from older kales in the garden and they gave me new seedlings to plant. So I'll just be putting a few of them because of space, and it's just as easy as you can see. Later on, I will be putting more manure to the garden. Already I put in lots of manure, and that's all that I need. I really didn't think it was important to include any chemical fertilizers because I want it purely organic. If you are enjoying what I'm doing, please continue to share and also comment and let me know where you're watching us from and what would you want to see more on this channel. Remember, you are the friends, and therefore I am here, and I would always want to show you what you want to see more. Is it about the natural hair? Is it about gardening, cooking, or what else would you want to see? Gardening for me is more of a passion. It's just something I'm passionate about, similar to cooking. So these are things I do also to pass time, to relax. But at the same time, I get to reap the benefits that come with gardening. And therefore, if you also enjoy watching such content that I love to do not hesitate to let me know. I'll really appreciate if you let me know if you enjoy watching what I'm doing. Discovered recently that the garden had been infested with some pest, and so after this harvesting I'm going to be spraying. So that's why I'm going to harvest like nearly every leaf that is mature. I'm going to harvest all of that so that I can spray the veggies, and after spraying I want to be able to harvest again for the next 2 weeks. For the black nightshade, the ones with round dark and round leaves that you see me harvesting, they are a bit too closely spaced. So in the process of harvesting, because this was the first harvest, I was also thinning them out, uprooting those plants that are smaller so that the others can grow more luxuriantly, having better spacing. So I'm thinning as well as harvesting. For the spinach, some of it I had to harvest when they are very young because I really wanted to have the whole garden sprayed, and therefore I needed to get out as many leaves as possible. So out of this garden I do harvest like 3 times in a week, and for every harvest, I told you we have El Nino rain, so there's lots of water. I get to harvest at least 3 to 4 kilograms of veggies. So a lot of vegetables in a very small space, and I think that's a great deal for me. So the black nightshade is a traditional vegetable. It's indigenous to this place. So you can see it's growing so well, despite the fact that they are overcrowded. They are growing so well. And at this initial harvest, I will also be cutting the tops to ensure that they are able to expand horizontally more than growing vertically. That way I'll be able to get more veggies in future. Again, because of the crowding, I also weed out the unwanted plants. Every time I'm harvesting, I just uproot all the unwanted plants. Without causing much disturbance to the soil, I am able to do the weeding. and that's easier, and it's also more water conserving. So for all the time that I've been doing the harvesting, the planting, everything that I've been doing literally, it's my baby that has been behind the cameras, and now I think it's also good to teach her how to do all that work. Therefore, she has decided she's going to take matters into her own hands literally and she's going to start the harvesting herself. Let's see how that goes. So I was just showing her an example. You know, you need to train kids early to be able to do all sorts of jobs, all sorts of chores around the home. So I took her to the farm to hold the camera, but later on I had to take over the camera so that she can also learn to do the harvesting, and she actually did so well, better than I expected a kid of her age to do. And it was her first time harvesting, and so I think I really give lots of credit to her. She also managed to spray a little of the veggies when I became tired. She helped me to spray, and she did such a great job that I truly appreciate. Oh my, that's a lot that you have harvested, Mama. Thank you. So I also harvested very big kale leaves, and this will serve us in the house. We have a medium household that will take us up to at least 1 week, a supply of veggies for at least 1 week. I went ahead now to spray the veggies with some chemicals to eradicate the pests that have infested the farm. And I think this was the most difficult part of this work, because the spray bottle is small and very difficult to spray for a long time. I became very tired after spending up to 2 hours in the farm, but of course I really enjoyed what I do. So until next time, I will see you in the next video. Please appreciate what we are doing by subscribing, commenting, and sharing our videos. Thank you. Till next time. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your watching.